Hey everyone, welcome back to another gaming video. Today, we're checking out an indie game that I found on itch.io called Prune. What is Prune about, you ask? Well, Prune is an immersive narrative experience where you will explore and contemplate a city where all the sins have brutally disappeared. An orgastic poet puzzle in a very stylish and colorful environment that will immense to you in the heart of a relationship between humans and nature. This is a game I found. It says it's good with controller, but I'm going to be using keyboard and mouse because I don't have a controller handy right now. So we're going to try this out. So sit back with me, grab a snack. Let's just jump right into it, see what this game has to offer. And I want to do it in English.
It's as if my body had stiffened, as if the fluids that compose it had suddenly thickened, as if my skin had started to transform into sediment. I felt that my being, my entire consciousness spread out for miles around, as if I had developed an underground consciousness, a consciousness that led me directly here. The villagers started to disappear. First, an elder. We thought he had gone to breathe his last breath in the forest. Then the twins who work in the fields, who did not return. The village slowly depopulated without us knowing why. All the inhabitants of my village died, one by one, and I remained alone. I need to understand what's happening. If answers exist, I can only find them in the citadel that houses all knowledge, the one of the world tree. I must go there.
Wow, it's a beautiful game, as you can see. So we came from that way. This game reminds me of like graphics like World of Warcraft or some sort. It's pretty graphics though, if you ask me. The sun coming through the trees. Wow, this is beautiful. And this game must be overlooked on itch.io because there's like no reviews, no nothing of this game. It tells me how to run, but it's like I'm just looking at all the beautiful nature and all that. Some boxes and stuff. Looks like there's a puzzle right here. So we can spin those. It opens this right here, I guess. So I don't see nothing on the side stove there to worry about. Even the music's beautiful. Service report. Due to repeatedly entering an incorrect code, users have disrupted the operating system of the altar. Therefore, it has been decided by management to change it. The new code, although not simpler, is supposed to have more memorial format. The archive service requires the preservation of a handwritten version of the new one. Okay, so it's like that. You know, let me write this down so I don't forget. So the top one is like a pair of eyes, two squares with a line going down. Next one is like that. I don't want to keep coming back to look at this code, so that's why we're doing it now. Okay. I think I have the code written down correctly. At least they have it. No, just sitting right there. Okay, so I'm assuming this is right spot on. So that one. And then this one is going to be that one. Oops, see, I don't, let's see. Okay, so we can right click, okay. We need to go to that one. And we go to this one, which is that one, and then that one. Okay, let's go and see what this is. It looks like it's a button.
We almost didn't notice it. It wasn't something that jumps out at you, rather a slow mutation. The plants began to bloom faster, grow taller. The trees produced thicker leaves, and the insects flew more loudly. Along my path, I realized that my village was not an exception. I didn't encounter anyone. Will I be the sole survivor? I want to approach the tree, to see if, as the legends tell, one can hear the beating of its sap through its bark, like the breath of a mountain.
This game is beautiful. The soundtrack's beautiful too. Okay, let's see. We go along the way. We may have to go up there. That's different than all the other places. But again, all of them are different. Wow, this is cool. That's going to be the next puzzle over there. But right now I'm exploring. Wait, there's something over here. Well, I'm gonna go this way first. Oh, we can go in this room. Wow. Okay, I can't go in there. Good to know. There's a lot to see and take in of this game. So what's this puzzle? So is there like a code I have to enter? Okay, there must be a code around here somewhere we have to do. That can only explain what was seen. So there's like, let's see, 2, 2, 2. But I don't know if that means anything. The grass is going in here. This hasn't been cut for a long time. The people just disappeared, like I said. So, yeah. There's a chest. Locked. We need a key for that chest, I'm pretty sure. Something over here. Daily Gazette, new fabric store on the Market Square. It is between the well-known bookshop of a librarian and the storefront of the blacksmith on Crimson Square at number 2850. The new fabric store of World Tire Silvery has just opened. It will offer products sourced from factories in the north, as well as the south, allowing you to explore shelves as if you were exploring our regions. We challenge you not to find what you need. Love note. Somewhere near the Grand Road is to the person I crossed paths with the day before yesterday near the Grand Road. You were carrying a basket of fruits and wearing a garment the same shade of orange as what was in your basket. You noticed me from afar when I dropped my book, and your eyes pierced through the through the cloud of dust. It stirred up. A glance, and you were gone. If you recognize yourself, I will wait for you near the Grand Fountain every evening for half a moon to join me. The incident. You may have heard about the major explosion that occurred during the 50-second oceanic cycle. After a thorough investigation by authorities, it has been determined that the cause was an excessively high concentration of energy in conducting networks of the Loon District. Rehabilitation work is underway and the area is accessible once again. So we have a newspaper about a fabric store opening. A love note. That person, I hope they find their love. I hope they just didn't disappear and die off, but hopefully they found their love. An explosion that occurred because of excessively high concentration of energy, but the road has been reopened again. It's reaccessible, so that's good to know. Okay, so there's a chest here. Like I said, it's locked, so maybe there's a key someplace. Can we go in here? Nope. Let's go upstairs. That can be opened up. There's something radiating the light right there. Let's just crack something through. Cracks in the building. A beautiful citadel can proudly boast of several vibrant markets. Just as the great trees, it is nourished by a network of roots. The products that graze our stars come from the interconnected villages in the surrounding regions. The markets in the Ilmenite and Fairlight sectors exclusively focus on non-edible goods. Here you will find an array of clothing and various utensils. On the other hand, the markets in the purple sectors offer stalls brimming with different types of food. Depending on the locations, suspected foods from the important regions will be available. For instance, the Tornellini market specializes in various mixology and spices, while the Histic market offers numerous items sourced from the fields of the Epirus regions. Lastly, no city could pride itself on having two markets without a dedicated plum market. This is precisely the case of the central market of the Citadel, where fruits in every stage of ripeness find eager buyers waiting for preparing exquisite dishes or replenishing portable energy reserves. Well, that's a lot to read, but it's such a beautiful game, I just need to read it. But if you don't like me reading it, I apologize in advance. But yeah, I'm reading it because I can. Okay, that goes back outside. We're gonna go this way. We came from that way, so we're gonna go this way. There's a key on this one. Dear Logan, it is only as last resort that I'm sending you this key. You know as well as I do the mechanism it locks. I thought I could keep it safely, but it became clear to me that the farther I moved it away from its latch, the better it would be. Strange things are happening on the upper levels, and I'm afraid they may start happening here too. In doubt, I'm sending you the key. Please keep it in a secure place until all this settles down. Yours faithfully, Maria. I think I know where the key goes. It goes to that chest that we seen earlier. Well, I can only assume, but We'll see. Before we go that way though, we're gonna go this way. Okay. Let's go back to that chest again that we've seen. Watch it not be the chest, but I have a good feeling that it could be the chest. Before we go to the chest though, where does this door go? Oh, it just goes right across the street. That's good to know. Okay. Wait, no, the chest is downstairs. It's over here. Looks like it's a nut or something. So it's like those things we've seen earlier. Should we take this thing? I don't know where it goes to, but we'll see. So we've been over there. Let's go up here. There's nothing over here. Must be over here. Oh, we did go up over here. So that's what's inside when they cut it open, it looks like. Okay. It's a pretty plant when it's... I mean, that must be how it looks like when it grows, and this must be how it... when it's cut open. Very nice. Okay, that's the puzzle. Which I still don't know how to solve the puzzle as of yet. Don't see anything. We've been up there for... We're going back down here for the moment. That's closed. That's where we came from. There's a big tree right in front of us. Okay, let's go in here. Try to make sense of this. So 2... Let's see, does this do anything? I don't know if this does anything. This one's missing. There we go. I got you. You're not back. You're welcome. Your seed. And then push. So, what am I supposed to do now? Is the question. Am I supposed to go around and... So like this one belongs to this one? Or so forth? Is that what I'm getting? Let me go back over here. I need to look at this puzzle that's outside. Oh, I think if let me write these down. I know you don't like to wait, but let's see that one. So this sign like that, and then I think I know what to do. Like that. This one's like that, and then like that, and then this one is like that. Okay, let's see if this is what I'm supposed to do. Let me go back up to this puzzle. Well, it's not actually a puzzle, we actually solved the puzzle, but let's see. Oh wait, no. But actually, it might be like this is like 1, 2. Wait, 1, 3. But I don't know. No, wait. It's doing like a 5. Like this is like 1. This is 1, 2, 3. No. 1, 2. Wait, those are both 1. Wait. Maybe it's this one. I'm gonna try this. So I'm gonna try this. 1. Well, that one. And then it would go to this one, which is this one. So 2. I hope this is right. Okay, and then we go to this one. Okay, and then we go back to this one, which is gonna be 3. I mean, this is gonna be number 4, sorry. 4. And then the other one should be 5, which is this one should be 5. This one should be 5. We're gonna try to see if this works. I'm assuming this is what we're supposed to do. So we have this one first, and then we have this one second, this one 3, 4, 5. That did work. We're smart. I didn't think it was gonna work, but we're thinking about it. That's how it goes. Okay.
I searched the town and found no one. Just like in all the villages that led me here. It seems that the hevel that prevails has also struck at the foot of the tree, in the heart of the citadel. Where has the entire population gone? Could they have fled? The house appeared abandoned, as if the departure had been hasty, as if nothing was planned. And these roots, I never thought I would see such thick ones. I must keep on searching if I want to understand what happened.
Yes, we must find out what happened, because these people just like disappeared. Like no one knows what happened to them. They just packed up and moved away or something. Report from Supervisor Macabre and the Operations Center. Confidential level high. Date: the 3rd of the first 6 Bonnic cycle. The number of missing workers since the beginning of the cycle is staggering. It is far too high for there is not to be a common cause. We request the involvement of an investigate force member to look into the disappearances. To date, no link has been found between the missing individuals, except for the involvement in juice production at various stages. The disappearance occurred regardless of the 7 ages or 5 genders. A rumor is circulating within the facility. It claims that a worker has the target of an attack by a plant. This seems highly improbable, as our scientific services have not documented any occurrences of explicit and violent actions. It is likely just a workers' folklore to pass the time. So there might have been an attack, it says, but they don't think it is, so... Okay. This must be the power, like, something, because it looks like they're maybe getting power from this source, I don't know. Oh, that's where we came from, way down there in this beginning, and then we came all the way up here. Can't go in there. I thought I could, but it's just a hallway to nothing. I guess we're going up. It's like the bridge broke here. It was like the bridge broke here too. It was like things have been abandoned for so long, things are falling apart. At least the buildings are intact. And I can actually look around them without worrying about them breaking. There's 2 notes here. Is it even necessary to revisit what have all learned in school? A society is based on a 4-step pattern. Harvest, cut, press, and energy extraction. Harvest. Plums grow abundantly on large branches of the tree, and we also find them on each other, smaller trees. However, it would be mistaken to think that these are different trees. In-depth studies in serology have demonstrated that unlike the average tree, the fruit-bearing trees originate from the great tree, which multiplies throughout rhizomatic means. These trees communicate through a common root system, and being here, emanations of the center tree. One could refer to the entire ensemble as forest consisting of a single tree. Harvesting takes place between the 7th ophitic cycle and the 2nd fractal cycle, early season harvesting. Early season harvesting yields sweeter juice suitable for consumption, whereas fruit harvested later in the season will have a higher ion concentration, making it more acidic and therefore more suitable for energy generation. 2. Cutting. The fruit consists of membranous structure known as imbric, with a first hard and then shell, and a second flexible membrane, which requires cutting according to specific needs. For consumption purposes, the fruit needs to be cut to remove both shells, leaving only the pulp that we adore. The first shell can also be edible if heated at extremely high temperature. Its exceptionally solid composition gives it uncommon resistance, and when exposed to intense heat, its molecular structure alters, becoming viscous. It can be consumed as a sauce. The complex processing of the shell makes the sticky substance a weird delicacy, though not to everyone's taste. 3. Pressing. This step is specific to energy production and occurs as the final stage. The plum, with its preserved thick second membrane is immersed whole in large basins before being crushed by a rotating mill system. That must be what we saw earlier. The frequency at which the fruit is crushed is extremely precise. It is pressed too frequently, it loses its energy capacity. But if not pressed often enough, the membrane dries out, rendering the fruit unusable. Energy production. The must obtained from the pressing stage is immersed in a basic liquid in a basin for half a lunar post-cycle. The bottom of the basin is lined with absorbent rocks. These rocks are called absorbent because through immerses, they incorporate the ionic charge of the must into the mineral structure. In a second step, the charged rocks are transferred to caves exposed to diaphonic winds. The contact between the winds and the rocks generates heat, which powers over well-renowned mills. Ultimately, it is from these mills that the production of energy, which we use daily, is derived. So maybe they just ran out of energy. Maybe that's why they all just packed the bags and ran away. But back there where we were going through all those things, those were mills or something. But these people just left one day and didn't come back. I understand your dissatisfaction with the current situation. Being content with the status quo is not enough. Well, we should. The pride in what has been accomplished is natural for all that we can still achieve. The leaves of the tree are indeed increasing. The yields of the tree are indeed increasing, which is a positive development. However, I agree that we could explore other ways to make use of the tree. We have focused on the plums, but it is time to delve into extracting the sap, harnessing the bark, and harvesting the roots. The mere thought of all that we could accomplish fills me with excitement and anticipation. Okay. So some of these people are happy with what's going on, and then other things like, sounds like they're depressed or something. I'm not sure. Yeah, there's a okay, there's no puzzle. It looks like there's just a button going up.
I walk in these rooms, and I see none of my own. I don't think anyone could have fled. No one had the time. I am alone and without answers. I still don't understand what happened. Was there even someone who could have understood before disappearing? Getting closer to the tree. It's my last hope.
Oh no, there's bones. Maybe they did die. I know that if your anger takes root today, it is because we have abused your benevolence, the kindness you bestowed upon us. To be frank, we exploited you without limits, shamelessly without considering the consequences of our actions, but we did not have ill intentions. We sought progress, always wanted it to be more conquering, wanting to share it with the lands around us. If we have freed, it was not. I believe out of greed, but out of excessive envy. All is more for an ever-expanding world. That is what we desired. Our actions driven by love masked the pride that grew within us. I have tried everything. I have caressed the flowers, watered the plants, but I no longer know how to communicate with nature. I am attempting this final solution. This letter is my final hope. This letter is my last hope. A message addressed to nature that I will bury, so that the tree may read it through its roots. I ask only one thing of you. Have pity on me. By the grace of your leaves and the nobility of your slab, spare me. You whose height already towers over us, show that our mercy reaches even higher. Your soul is loftier than ours. Your long existence has immunized you against errors. See ours as a result of our freeing existence. We are victims of youthful folly. So these people, they believe the tree is the one that gives them all power, I guess. It was evident. I tried to alert the population to inform my superiors, but no one deigned to listen to me. We rushed to our own demise. We are responsible for our extinction. We abused what the tree offered us so much. We tried to extract its energy to the fullest extent, and in the end, we drained it dry. The entire scientific community knew it, and that I was one of the few who dared to speak up, never go against progress. And look where it led us. The tree which was the source of our civilization, without it, we would be nothing. And because of our actions, we are nothing anymore. So maybe they thought they killed the tree, but I don't know. We'll go there in a minute. We're going this way. There's nothing in these. Wait, there is. And this other one should probably be around here somewhere. It's right here. Okay. Okay. I don't know if that's what, but let me see. I'm gonna go up here first. If I can. That probably opens that up, so we can't go that way. Maybe we'll put these in order. What I see on my left of my screen right there, those symbols. So let's see. Let's try this out. I don't know if this is what I'm supposed to do. I saw it. Let's go back to... not that one. That one. And then... wait. That one looks like that one, so this one's off. Okay, what am I supposed to do? We need to figure this out, because... gotta see if there's a way to solve this puzzle. Was I supposed to remember how I picked them up? I don't know. Oh. I see now. Alright, so first is the hourglass. Next is going to be the downwards triangle. And then it's going to be the diamond. And then it's going to be the circle. I didn't see that before, but now I see it right here. Alright, let's go do this puzzle. Okay. So first is the hourglass, and that's going to be that symbol. Oh. Damn, I missed it again. Okay. That symbol. Now we need to do downwards triangle, which is this one. Man, it was on it too. Which is that symbol. Then we need to do the diamond, which is diamond, which is that symbol. That symbol, and then that symbol. I guess we're going in the tree.
It is here, impassive, proud. Its beats are irregular, albeit tired. I move forward, step by step, and it's as if each step has its resonance within the depths of the tree, as if my blood thickens, as if my limbs become more stringy, more receptive to light. I've always had a different rhythm, with my heart never syncing with my breath. It's like a deep rumbling that resonates within my body, an internal pulsation that compels me to raise my head. And as I raised it, seeing, here, the heart of the tree, I understood that it was too late, for me as well as for everyone else. Even the mighty tree seems too tired to continue growing towards the skies. Its radiance diminishes. I can feel it on my skin. It fades.
Oh wow, that was a good game. That was Prune. So I guess the tree was giving everyone life, but then the tree, it just was running out of energy, like trying to get everything else out of the tree. They just couldn't, and then it just killed everybody. The great tree. Wow, that was a good game though. If this is something you enjoyed, let me know in the comments below. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you again soon.